campaign was a pretty rugged individual and a pretty tough street fighter, so to speak, in politics. And he is at the end of his life, he sort of asked for apologies from himself for what he did in that campaign. It was pretty rugged, but that's politics, and it goes on that way. But President Bush's personal life, his dignity was exactly, I think, what everybody's been saying.
Well, President Trump at the G20 summit was asked if he spoke with the Bush family. He said he had, and then the reporter followed it up with, do you regret saying any of the bad things you've said about the Bush family? Which, in my opinion, as a journalist and an anchor and as somebody in the media, I thought was out of line to ask that question. But he did not answer it. But this funeral, a much different feeling about it than the one of Senator John McCain, even though the Trumps and the Bushes have gone at each other.
Absolutely. That's politics, and it's very, very tough. It's a tough game, and everybody knows that. It was a dignified family. They left a legacy on American life, and we'll have to wait and see what objective historians will have to say about all the Bush family in the years to come, as historians are now doing with the Kennedys. The Kennedys have great glory, great wealth, great privilege, but we know there were also some big faults within that family as well. And historians are talking about them, as they should, with all important families. But the Bush family goes with the Roosevelts, with the Kennedys. It was indeed great political royalty.
Yeah. Professor Alan Sachs at the University of Texas, Arlington. We appreciate your time as always, my friend. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure.
All right, the life and legacy of Bush 41, George Herbert Walker Bush, America, saying its final goodbye this week as he will lie in state at the Capitol Rotunda. More breaking news on the way on this Monday morning. It is the 3rd day of December. What do all of us have in common, folks? I mean, every single one of us, no matter our age or profession, we're stressed out from time to time, right? And of course, that causes anxiety, and we are susceptible to memory issues. To guard against the effects of chronic stress and improve your memory with one supplement, Calm and Clever. Ingredients help enhance memory and retain information, while other ingredients reduce stress by maintaining healthy levels of the stress hormone cortisol. Calm and Clever was created by scientist Kurt Hendricks, a principal investigator in 2 NIH-funded studies on Alzheimer's disease. Sharpen your mind and feel calm and centered. Try Calm and Clever. I think you'll like the way you feel. Call now, 800-728-9948, or visit calmandclever.com. Again, 800-728-9948, or visit calmandclever.com. Once you're at calmandclever.com, enter the promo code RADIO for $5 off. More breaking news on the way, but first, a word from our sponsor.
Hey guys, Ken here from the hit podcast Today's Growth. Who would win a 3-mile bicycle race, an 11-year-old girl or last year's winner of the Tour de France? It all depends on the bicycle. It depends on their vehicle. Both on a 10-speed and the pro racer is going to win every time. But put the racer on a tricycle and the 11-year-old wins every time, you see. It's not the driver, it's the vehicle. When it comes to generating revenue, it's exactly the same. If you have a job or a small business, you are riding a tricycle. You can only go so fast. If you need to make up lost ground, it's not going to happen on a tricycle. No matter how fast you pedal, it's simply not going to win the race. Why do many people with no schooling and no advanced degree often become very wealthy? Simple. They choose to only ride 10 speeds. When it comes to helping people create their next revenue model, both Forbes and Inc. recommend Income Store as a can't miss when it comes to putting people on a 10-speed. Could your household or business use an additional revenue model that doesn't solely depend on you? If so, you need to check out IncomeStore.com. That's IncomeStore.com.
You got it.
America's First News with Matt Ray. We'll be right back. The United States of Empire is a book that claims the United States is the empire of the world. George Washington had warned us against foreign wars. The United States of Empire shows that World Wars I and II left England broken.
Portland's right place to talk. Freedom 970. This is Portland's right place to talk. Freedom 970. KUFO AM Portland.
Heading back to Washington for a final goodbye. I'm Chris Foster, Fox News. The body of former President George H.W. Bush will be flown to D.C. from Texas this morning with public visitation, then a funeral Wednesday and burial back in Texas on Thursday. One of the former president's companions has been staying by his side.
President Bush is being remembered as a loyal and trusted family man, and man's best friend is apparently just like his owner. Bush family spokesman Jim McGrath posted a photo on Twitter Sunday of Sully, the yellow Labrador retriever, laying beside the 41st president's flag-draped casket. The caption reads, "Mission complete." Former President George W. Bush shared the image on Instagram, writing, "As much as our family is going to miss this dog, we're comforted to know he'll bring the same joy to his new home, Walter Reed, the military hospital." Sully had been with the former president, who had a form of Parkinson's disease, since June.
Fox's Richard Jordan. An Arab nation is saying goodbye to OPEC, the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries.
Qatar's energy minister making the surprise announcement during a news conference saying the tiny energy-rich nation will leave OPEC in January. It marks the first time a Mideast nation will leave the cartel since its founding in 1960. Qatar, the world's biggest exporter of liquid natural gas, issuing a statement that it plans to increase exports of natural gas and raise oil production. OPEC meets this week to decide output policy. The group, along with non-member Russia, is expected to announce cuts in production in response to a surplus and falling crude oil prices. Ann Carrick, Fox News.
A charter bus with a youth football team on board has crashed in Arkansas. One child is dead with at least 40 people hurt. The bus was taking the kids back home to Memphis, Tennessee from a championship game in Dallas. State police say the bus overturned after driving off an interstate. The kids, we're told, are 9 to 12 years old. This is Fox News.
Welcome to Fox Nation, an exclusive streaming service designed for the Fox News superfan. Sean Hannity.
Great thing about Fox Nation, you can always get us 24/7, 365. Brit Hume.
Like to hear more. Fox Nation is the place to go to do that.
Janine Pirro.
That's why people come to us. They trust us, they believe us, and they know that we're giving it to them straight.
It's members-only content you won't see anywhere else. Fox Nation is live, so start your free trial at foxnation.com today. Fox Nation. Opinion done right.
Brett Bear.
When someone watches the news, they want someone they can trust. Our job is to cut through the talking points.
Martha McCallum.
We're going to ask the tough questions because there's a lot of conventional wisdom out there that needs to be challenged.
Shannon Bream.
What I'm doing is making sure that whatever is developed through the day, people are fully informed from coast to coast.
We're 24/7 news, but we're really down to the minute.
We're going to be fearless. We're going to be fair, whether it's 4 a.m. to midnight or there.
Fox News Channel. Real news, real honest opinion.
A sitcom star died Saturday.
Actor and dancer Ken Berry has died. Berry, who is best known as the clumsy and affable Captain Wilton Parmenter, was 85. Berry's co-star on F Troop, Larry Storch, posting on Facebook Sunday that his friend's passing was devastating. After F Troop, Berry went on to star in Mayberry RFD. His last TV series was Mama's Family, which aired for 6 seasons in the 1980s. Chris DeMeo, Fox News.
In the forecast today.
The system that brought heavy snow and tornadoes across the Midwest and South is now winding down. The tail end of the cold front exiting the East Coast will bring the threat for showers and thunderstorms over North Florida. Lingering scattered rain and snow will continue across parts of the Great Lakes in the Northeast. Meanwhile,